Hi, I'm Paul from Compare Propane, and today I want to talk to you about indoor air quality for your home. Basically, I'm going to talk about houses with what we call warm air systems or air conditioners. That's where you have the air coming out of the ductwork. There's four areas that I want to talk about. The first being humidity. Humidity control is a big part of indoor air quality. It affects your comfort in the winter and the summer. In the winter, we want the houses in this area get dry, and we want to add humidity. It makes you feel better at lower temperatures. We do that with a humidifier that attaches right to the ductwork, and it's controlled by an automatic control. And it feeds the house with humidity through the ductwork and keeps the humidity at a comfortable level. The other issue with humidity in the summer, we have too much. The air conditioner acts as a dehumidifier, but in the shoulder seasons in the spring and fall, your AC may not be running. It might be cloudy and rainy and your AC is not running. And houses get high humidity, makes the house uncomfortable. So what we use is a whole house dehumidifier. We tie it into the duct system and we can do the whole house and the basement. Basements will get very musty in the summer, and it's very important to control that humidity, especially if you have allergies. Dust mites and mold can live when the humidity is above 50%. So our goal is to keep that humidity below 50%. And typically you would need an add-on device like a dehumidifier to do that. The next thing I want to talk about is particulate or dust. Most modern furnaces and air handlers today, the coils are a lot tighter. The heat exchangers have their secondary heat exchangers. They get clogged with dust very easily. So it's very important that you use a good filter. The little standard filters are typically MERV1. MERV is MERV, that's minimum efficiency reporting value. That's how they rate filters. So the little filter you buy at Home Depot, typically MERV1, is not good for your system. It's also not good for you. We typically want to either do a MERV 10 or 13. That's going to protect the equipment. When you get into the MERV 13, you start catching bacteria, viruses, and things like that. So if you suffer from allergies, you definitely want to have that media filter on your system to protect the system and to help you out with allergies. The next thing I want to talk about is VOCs. That's volatile organic compounds. And there's two ways to address those. We can do a photocatalytic oxidation, where we use a UV light to drive a reaction on a catalyst, and it takes those VOCs and turns them into water. It does it through a catalyst reaction. The other way is to dilute the air, and there we use an energy recovery ventilator, and it's a system that takes in outside air, fresh air, and it takes house air and sends it out, and it does it in equal volume. But what it does is it exchanges the energy. As it sends the house air out, it exchanges that energy that you've paid to heat that house air or paid to cool that house air. Now we're going to give that energy to the air we're bringing in from the outside. So you could achieve the same thing by opening a window, but you would pay a heavy energy penalty. Now we do it with this energy recovery ventilator. We recapture that energy that we've already paid for, and we ventilate the house. And that's all automatically controlled, ties into the duct system, and you can set parameters, tell it to run a half hour every hour, or whatever you need to properly ventilate your house. The last thing I want to talk about is air purification and UV lights. Air conditioning coils are especially prone to growing mold and bacteria, all kind of ugly biological things, because it's in a cold, wet place. You add a little bit of dust there, you got plenty of food for it, and you're going to grow some molds, bacterias, and things of that nature. So what we do is we put a UV light over the coil, and it mimics the sun's rays that kill molds, viruses, bacteria. And that's why you see a house, the north side will have mold on it, the south side won't. So we're just going to mimic those sun rays. The last thing is the air purification. We use the Remy Halo, and it creates hydroperoxide ions, and they go throughout we put that on the ductwork, and then it travels throughout the house, and those ions kill any kind of viruses, bacteria, and it basically does the whole house. So that's basically the way we attack the indoor air quality and make you more comfortable and safer in your home. Thank you very much.